Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's me again, Chelsea, and today I'm starting not really a weekly reading vlog but a vlog of some description. As you may be able to tell, I am in a hotel room. I have just eaten my tea. It's been a very weird day food wise. I flew out of Birmingham at 9, so by the time I got through security and everything, I really didn't have long to grab food, so I grabbed a Starbucks and I got myself a toastie and I scarfed it. And then by the time I landed and got here and went and checked on the venue and everything, it was after 1, so I wandered over to the shopping centre that is right next to pretty much where I am, and I had a really nice Japanese bowl. It had edamame beans. I am sticking to the fact that avocado is not for me. I didn't enjoy that. I tried kimchi though. Again, I've had it from Waggers, but I've never had it, I don't know, from anywhere else, so that was quite nice. And it had chicken on top and rice and lemon mayonnaise, honey lemon mayonnaise. That mayonnaise was so nice. I really wish they sold that in a bottle. And then I've just eaten Greek food, so I have been all over the world in terms of food today, which is interesting. I don't know what I'm gonna do tomorrow, so it's Friday today. I don't know what I'm gonna do for the rest of the week. I don't enjoy ordering from Uber Eats, but because it is obviously daylight savings time, it gets dark obviously a lot sooner, and I don't really enjoy walking back in the dark, so I think I'll probably just be Ubering or eating in the restaurant downstairs. But I'm trying to be a little bit more mindful about what I'm eating, because I know I eat a lot of shite when I'm on site, and this spot is just not happy. And obviously, well, the Greek food I just had was not it. The gyros thing was okay, chips were okay, but the halloumi was coated in something that just didn't make it taste nice, which is sad because I love halloumi. But yeah, so I didn't really finish anything, which is probably not a bad thing. But yeah, I'm here. I'm in Frankfurt. I am here until Tuesday, so I don't know how long this vlog's gonna be because I've already got a video scheduled for Monday, next Monday as I'm filming this now, which is reacting to Goodreads, the Goodreads challenge, and I can say it here, that was such a fail. I genuinely thought I would know so many more books that were on that list than I did, and I'm shocked at how little I knew, which is sad. But oh, I've just realised there's a room service menu. I'm pretty sure I tried to order room service here before when I was here earlier this year, and I just couldn't. But it is 20 euros for a salad and 21 euros for a burger. How does that make sense? Make that make sense. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. Anyways, yeah, I'm just looking at this in case I want to. I might actually order something from here on one of the nights. Maybe not a salad, but you know, I really wish you could add chicken, but you can't. Anyways, I'm digressing, really. Yes, I'm here. Happy days. I have been reading. Shocker, really. I finished a book today. I finished my reread of A Discovery of Witches, which was my buddy read with Kate for last month, which I don't think she's managed to get to because she had to move. So she said that her book was in a box, which is fair enough, we've all been there. And yeah, so I don't know if she's read it, but I've read it and I have rescored it as a 3-star. It was a 4 when I read it in 2020, but I really do think that my reading has just become so much more. I feel like I look for so much more in a book now, and I can really see as well the comparison between that and Twilight and all that stuff and the angsty romance and stuff. But I did still enjoy it. I really enjoy the way Deborah Harkness writes. I think she writes really well, in my opinion, for that book. And I'm looking forward to reading the second book again, because I know the second book is when it's more focused on like time. I think Deborah Harkness is like a historian or something. I remember from reading it the first time, they go back to whatever year it is, and it's I really enjoyed the atmosphere of that book, so I'm looking forward to rereading that. I don't know if I'm going to read it audibly or physically. Do you know what? I kind of want to reread it physically. I really am in the mood to read books physically at the minute. I'm just not doing it very well. But I have finished a couple of things since I last vlogged, so I'm just going to tell you about them because I can. So obviously I finished The Discovery of Witches today. I finished The Wrong Stop yesterday by Rex Burke, which was part of an Indie Book Tours tour that I also do co-run with Lisa. But we have a lovely group of reviewers, and I've seen some fantastic reviews about this book as well, not just from our tour but in general, and I will say I am one of them. So The Wrong Stop is a sci-fi, but it is very much set in our world. Basically there are these 3 lads that are on a trip during the summer. They're travelling by train around Europe, and I really enjoyed the 3 different personality types that we're introduced to. We've got Hutch, who is very much trying to be cultural, and as they're going around Europe trying to plan all these trips to like museums and seeing things that are in these countries. You've got Sully, who is just there to drink beer and is the one that encourages them all to go out and drink all the beer. And then you've got Jed, who is a little bit on the outside. They're not really friends with Jed, but he's lived with them, and Sully's convinced Jed to come along on this trip. And Jed is very much the sort of person that doesn't leave his room. He's very introverted. He watches YouTube videos about all of the conspiracy theories around UFOs or UFAs. And they're just a very interesting group of characters to be together on this trip. And it all kicks off at the very start of this book when they see flashing lights overhead, and they just put that together with being drunk. The next day they get on a train to go to Berlin. They sit next to this one person, and that's it. Like, the rest of the book is following their, I would say, adventure with this one person that they have met. And it was so interesting. There's so much banter in this book. It's so sarcastic. I would highly recommend it. I want to shout about this book more. I don't really know how to. I've done a post on Instagram for it as part of the book tour that will have already gone live when you're watching this, whenever you're watching this. So if you want to go show that some love, please do. But I am also contemplating, and I've mentioned it before in previous vlogs, I've got a TikTok and I don't really know what to do with it. So I don't know if anyone who watches YouTube also watches TikTok. Can you like give me some advice down in the comments, like what would go over well? I don't know. I've got a couple of ideas like spinning around in my head about what I want to do, but I'm not sure. I'm sure I'll figure something out. Currently I'm just watching other people do the weird and wonderful things that people do on TikTok, and I seem to be ending up on really random pages for some reason. But yeah, I don't know. I seem to waste a couple of hours on it every day but not enjoy what I'm watching. I don't know how that works. I enjoy the bookish stuff I find and some of the other like lifestyle-y stuff, but I don't know, I seem to end up down some really weird rabbit holes, which is not ideal really for me, but then I kind of get sucked in as well, so it's one of them. And then the other book that I finished recently, I actually finished The Old Universe, book number 2. So that is written by 2 authors. I have read book 1. I can't really tell you a lot about book 2, obviously, because it gives away book 1. But no, I can't tell you a lot about book 2. Yeah, because that will give away what happens at the end of book 1. But that is very much set in space. We travel across all of the different worlds. One of our main characters is called the All-Father, and he is the person that created the world, essentially. He is the god of this world. He created all the planets and all the life and everything that happens in this universe, and he has a son, and the premise of the first book is essentially them going head to head because the son, Corin, realizes or decides, however you want to see it, that he doesn't agree with what the All-Father is doing, and they fight. Now, one of the selling points that the authors gave me about the second book is that there is a battle scene spanning, I'm pretty sure it's 7 chapters, and I did give the second book 3 stars. I do think it is good. I would recommend the first one if you want to experience a pretty expansive world. It obviously it goes across multiple planets. I feel like you see even more species in the second book, which is pretty cool, so it's not just like you're stuck in one place, in one mind. However, the only thing that just kind of pulled me out of the story a little bit in book 2 is that they will have multiple things going on, which is completely fine. I love that. But it was the fact that you would be reading and then you'd be following one of the characters and it'd be like, meanwhile, as such and such is doing this, such and such is doing that, and then you go to where the second person who's mentioned is and you see what they're up to. And I don't know, and I like that transition for every now and again, but I feel like it became a little bit too repetitive for me. But otherwise, I did enjoy this book. It is a good book. It's well written. It's well rounded. And I hope other people check it out, because I don't really think it gets a lot of love or attention, which is sad because there are a lot of indie books out there that really should. This is indie. I don't think I mentioned that. And The Wrong Stop by Rex Burke, also an indie book. If you didn't get the fact that doing an indie book tour for it means it's an indie book, that's besides the point. So those are the 3 books that I've recently finished. I am now reading on my Kindle because I haven't brought any physical books. I'm really trying to get better at traveling with like multiple books. I just don't read them. I have started Grim Solace, I think the second book is called, by Bengali, which is book 2 for the It's All About Fantasy read along. The live show for this will be Tuesday as I'm filming this, but again, I don't know when this is coming out, so it might have already happened. If it's already happened, I'll link the live show up here for you. Please bear in mind it is the second book in a series and the live show is spoiler filled. So we've already done the live show for book 1. That's on Lisa's channel. I'll link her down below, and you definitely should do that because she is my co-host for like literally everything, and she is a very good buddy. But yeah, so reading that, and then I didn't start it, I've picked back up Empire of the Damned by Jay Kristoff as my audiobook as I'm wandering around site watching people build things. It's really awkward as well at the minute because usually we build bigger spaces, so there's usually more space around where we are, but also there's usually somewhere to sit and there's not. So I did take myself away earlier to the shopping centre for lunch because I was like, there's nowhere to sit, I'm just getting in the way, and there were like forklifts and stuff flying around, and I was like, I'm gonna get squished or get something dropped on my head, so I'm taking myself away. So that's what I did. But I'm glad I'm feeling better as well. I'm just having like a full-on rant because I haven't really spoken to anyone today. I spoke to Jack briefly earlier, but haven't really spoken to anyone otherwise. What was I think? I'm glad I'm feeling better because yesterday I was knocked on my backside because I had such a bad cold. I was convinced that I was going to be really struggling, and I'm semi-struggling here, but I feel like I've woken up this morning just so much better than I was yesterday. Like, I woke up yesterday, and you know when you get sick and you gradually get sick throughout the day, and you're like, oh, I've got a slight headache, that's starting to hurt, okay, brilliant. Oh, I've got a slightly sore throat, brilliant. And they just kind of get worse throughout the day, and I was aggressively sneezing all day, and then I woke up this morning and I was convinced I was going to be dying, and just on my flight this morning sneezing and spluttering everywhere, and I was so fine. So fine. Well, fine-ish. I mean, my eyes are watering now, as you can probably tell, and I am sniffing. So I am still semi-cold filled, but I don't feel like I am as cold filled, if that makes sense. But yeah, I really should just stop talking. I love the fact that I've got Netflix here. I'm watching Gilmore Girls. Love that for me. And I am amazed that I haven't massively cut up my hands because I had to try and open a bottle of Coke that had a proper top on it without a bottle opener because I don't have my keys, and when I have my keys I have a bottle opener on my keys, but I had to use, well, to begin with, I used a key because I googled how to do it. I used a key, that didn't work. I used this. This is meant to lock my door. But this side is, it took a while, and I did scratch myself numerous times, and I've scratched this up. But it did eventually manage to open my drink, so I'm grateful for that. I'm freezing, so I'm going to go get in the shower, I think, and try and warm up before I go to bed. Because literally, I came back from site. I got into half of my pyjamas and got straight into bed. I'm so cold. Tomorrow I'm going to wear jeans and thermals underneath my jeans because otherwise I don't really know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to freeze. But hopefully I'll have more reading updates for you tomorrow. I enjoy this. When I was packing yesterday, Jack saw that I packed my camera. He was like, oh, you're packing your camera? I was like, yes, I am, because I have no one else to talk to. And this always happens when I go away. Like, currently I'm sat here. You can't see this, but there's a timer up here. It's currently telling me it's been 16 minutes. And I don't even know how long it'll be overall for this vlog by the time I cut out whatever I cut out. But I am here. I am reading, and I'm trying to finish things because, oh my gosh, I just need to read stuff, and then I need to read Spiffbo. So then I need to hop on over to my Spiffbo book because, my god, I need to get that done. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna leave this here, and I will come back and talk to you probably tomorrow with more food updates, more than likely. I probably should, do you know what, I should just spin off my bookish TikTok and just make a rankings channel for when I go away. Rank the hotel, rank the food. I don't want to do that. Couldn't think of anything worse. Film myself eating, no thank you. Right, I'm gonna go, so I will catch you in a bit. Hello, it's Sunday. I haven't spoken to you in a day, but I didn't really have many updates. I don't really have many updates now, but I feel like this will just be like a 2-day vlog if I didn't come on here and, you know, say hi or something. So here I am saying hi. Hi, how are you? I have eaten food. It is 7:15. I have less than an hour left of Empire of the Damned, and it has all kicked off, and I already know that we're going to be left on a cliffhanger, and I had to rewind right at the end to the start of book 7 again, which I've already said before. Jay Kristoff seems to write these books, and like the chapters go 1 to however many, and then every time we start a new book within the book it goes back to 1 again. But the final book is book 7, I'm pretty sure, and I kind of like blinked and missed something very crucial, and all of a sudden everyone was very sad, and obviously what did I expect? It's a Jay Kristoff book. But anyways, so yeah, I had to rewind, so I have less than an hour left of that, which I'm hoping to finish tomorrow. And I made a bad decision for tea. I had something really healthy for lunch. I had like this like fridge chicken rice edamame carrot thing bowl, very nice, very healthy. And then for tea I've just gone for dodgy carbs, and now I'm regretting it. So we're gonna make a change on that tomorrow, I think, because do I feel like a potato wedge? Not my best choice, really not my best choice. Also been very gratefully given glass bottles here in Germany every time I order takeout. However, I have not brought a bottle opener with me, and I've been trying to open it with my door lock, and today I had to concede. So for the past 2 days I've managed to open said bottle, these ones, and I've managed to do it, right? Today I was on the phone to Jack, I was explaining what I was doing, and I don't even think you'll be able to see, but my god, does it sting. No, I don't think it's gonna focus. Just believe me when I tell you, I have got cuts on 2 of my fingers, and I'm out of focus. 2 2 of my fingers, and they're stinging like mad right now, which is joyful. And I do need to start eating better because my skin is not happy, and I think partially it's not happy because I'm eating crap, but it's also not happy because it's cold and hormones and stuff. But I have my friend's wedding next week. I need to look less spotty, because spotty is the only thing I can fix right now, really. I'm trying to do the whole working out thing, but I'm not going to lose weight in a week unless I decide to completely stop eating, which is really not healthy and not something I want to do. So yeah, we're just moving. I did get up today and do a little workout, and then I've obviously walked around site, not as much as like I usually manage to do, because I don't usually stay this close. Like, I can see the venue from my hotel, not from my room because I'm on the wrong side of the hotel, but when I stayed on the other side of this hotel, you can literally see into the venue courtyard. So it really doesn't take me that much to get to places. But I don't know. I want to be healthier, but I like food. That's the problem. But yes. Anyways, babbling. None of that is about books. I am trying to read Grim Solace by Bengali, but my brain is just not braining, and I'm good with the whole listening thing, but trying to read it physically is just not really going in. It's going in a little bit, but it's just not. So I'm gonna keep trying, and if by tomorrow I still do not get along with the reading thing, I'm just gonna buy it. Just gonna get it on Audible. I'm gonna listen to it from where I am. But I did say at the end of the last one that I didn't feel like I gelled enough with the book because I was listening to it, and I feel like I would have done better with that one if I read it physically. But is this the fallout of me not reading the first one physically, and I'm now reading the second one? But my life is complicated. Right, I'm gonna stop talking. I'm really loving Gilmore Girls though. That's also part of the problem. I'm just watching Gilmore Girls on repeat. I'm gonna go try and read. Tomorrow hopefully I'll finish another book, so that'll be a winner. But yeah, trying. See you, bye. Hello and happy Monday. So I thought I'd come on and give you a bit of an update. I have finished Empire of the Damned. Woohoo! Well done me. I have finished it. I gave it... Have I rated that yet? I feel like I have. I feel like it was 4 stars. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have rated it. I'm pretty sure it's 4 stars, but we're gonna double check it for you because I won't lie to you guys. I can't do that. I just can't. So it is 6:15 my time, and I've just eaten. I got like a share box thing from Domino's because I didn't want a full pizza, and I haven't even finished that. And I got some cinnamon toast dippy things with it. Ate some of it. It was nice. And I got myself a 1 litre bottle of Coke Zero, because every time I order a 500ml, I cut myself. I think I mentioned this yesterday, and I didn't want to go through that again. So yes, I did give Empire of the Damned 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a really good second book, especially when it's in a trilogy. At the end as well of the Audible version, there is bonus content. So there's an interview with Jay Kristoff and I can't remember who it is, someone from Vampire Diaries, which I've not watched, but I did read the books growing up, and it was a really quick short interview, but I really liked what Jay said when they were talking about the book, because he said, well, the second book's kind of weird because you can't put all of the like endings that you want to put in this book because it's not the final book, but you also don't have the capability to drop loads of new stuff like you can in the first book, because obviously it's meant to build on what he's already come up with. We still expect new stuff, but not as much, and I thought that was a really good way to put like middle books and trilogies, because that's the whole idea. But I gave it 4 stars. I did enjoy it. There are some twists and turns, and I have to say, honestly, the roads here, I don't know if you heard that, are bonkers. Everyone's always beeping at each other, but I don't want to close the window because I want the fresh air. what was I even saying? Oh yes, the ending of the second book. I don't know where the third book's going to go, because the plot point of which I had based my entire life on for this series, which sounds dramatic but it's true, can't happen anymore, because the thing that I was basing all my knowledge on has just poofed. I did have to rewind because there was a point, I must have been busy doing something else, because something very large happens right at the end and all of a sudden they were dealing with the outcome and I was like, wait, what happened? So that's fun. I have now bought Grim Solace on Audible, so I'm listening to the ebook, and I think I'm almost back to where I had read physically, which is crazy because I actually didn't read that much of it today. Audibly, I have just under 6 hours left, and I think audiobooks are the way to go for me at the minute. I'm just not reading the way I said it to my friend was, I'm not reading with my eyes much at the minute, and I don't know if that's because I've been stressed because this was my last project before the end of the year. I don't know if it's because I'm burnt out. I don't know if it's because I've signed myself up to do too many things, and maybe that's why I've caused myself to go into this slump, which has been going on for a couple of months. I feel like it's a combination of all of those things. And also just nothing to worry about, but just some, I think it's quite harsh to say, but not nice realizations about myself, which I'm planning on working on. So, you know, maybe it is a combination of everything, but I have just packed my suitcase, so I am pretty much packed. I've got my clothes out for tomorrow. I'm going to shower in the morning, so I still have some wash kit to pack when I get up. Obviously I need to shower first. And then I will go on site, meet my client, and then there's a shopping centre really close by, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to, once everything's fine and they're all happy, I'm going to leave the show and I'm going to go to the shopping centre and sit there, because then if there's any issues I'm close enough to walk back across. But I don't feel as though there are many places for me to sit this time. I don't know why I didn't do this last time I was in Frankfurt. I really don't, but I didn't, and I went and found some random place where I wasn't actually meant to be sitting because I wasn't eating, and sat there for a few hours. Whereas I think if I go to the shopping centre I can probably go and sit in Starbucks or something and, you know, have a drink, have a chill, be able to work because there should be Wi-Fi, but it won't be as rammed with as many people like wandering around trying to find seats and also having business meetings as there was when I sat in the cafe area in the venue, because that wasn't fun. But yeah, I have a plan. I'm happy about my plan. I'm ready to go home. So ready to go home. And I fly back business class tomorrow, which is crazy. I mean, it's not that long a flight, but I get a whole row to myself because we're in a plane with 2 seats on either side. It's not a triple seat, so when you book business class you get to sit in a, you pick either the window seat or the aisle seat, and the other seat is free. So I'm in a window seat. I have the other seat completely free next to me. I can wriggle around. That I am literally wriggling my legs, you can't see. I can wriggle around and not have to worry about kicking anyone when I cross my legs and uncross my legs and move and all sorts. So hopefully that'll be good. And then I think I get access to the lounge in Frankfurt Airport. So my plan is I will leave here at the latest at 1. If I go earlier I will go earlier, just because my boarding is at like 20 to 4 I think, or half 3, I can't remember, one of those two. And if I get the lounge I'm gonna get there and get lunch. I want to make the most of it. I think I get priority. No, I think I get fast track through security as well. Security is the bane of my life. So that'd be good. So that'd be fun. Obviously it's not as fun when you're by yourself because you haven't got anyone to talk to, but at least again I should be able to find somewhere to sit and get my laptop out and do some work, and then board my plane and go home. And then when I go home, that's it. I'm then off Wednesday on a recovery day, and I go back to work the following Wednesday because it is my friend's wedding. So I think what I'm going to do with this vlog as well, just planning out loud, because I don't think I will be able to film much over the course of the weekend because I want to spend some time with Jack, funnily enough. But also I don't really think we'll be doing much. I'm going down on the Thursday. The wedding takes place on Monday, but there's like an activity happening on Saturday night. So we'll get there on Thursday. We'll do Thursday, Friday. I'm out Saturday night. Sunday, I think most people will have arrived by then, including one of my other friends who's coming with her little baby and her toddler, so, and her husband. So that'll be good to see them. I've seen her twice this year, which is amazing because I haven't actually seen her in like 5 years, and her husband once. But yeah, they've just had a new baby, so that'll be cute. And then Jack's never met them, and they're some of my longest friends, so it'd be really nice for Jack to meet everybody finally. And yeah, that's kind of it. So I don't the whole point of what we're saying is I don't think there'll be much that I will be filming. I would love to still be reading, so that is going to be the aim of the game. I'm still going to take my Kindle. I might even take a physical book to see if that breaks the cycle, but I do have a Spiff Boy finalist that I need to finish. And then yeah, so I'm thinking I might vlog until Wednesday, so I might talk to you tomorrow when I get home because Jack's on a night shift. And in theory, because I am travelling, I should be able to read. So I want to give you an update on something that I'm reading. Maybe I'll have finished my audiobook. I don't know. But yeah, I need to set up the live stream for Wednesday, which is my live with Lisa. And it's all kind of go at the minute, gotta be honest. But yeah, so I think I might finish this video on Wednesday, which isn't really a week, I understand that, but then I can edit it and put it together and schedule it for Monday, so at least there's something else going up in a week, because I've got a video going up today, which is my reacting to the Goodreads challenge, and then yeah, I could put this up next week. One video a week is fine, you know. I would love to film more, and I have got some Christmas content. I'm hoping that because this is my last trip for work, I might be able to actually film some Christmas content, like end of year stuff. I have got plans. I've had plans all year and I haven't really done any of them, so we'll see. But yeah, that's the long and short of it. I have only filmed like for 3 days, but I'm pretty sure at least this has got to be half an hour already. But yeah, more Gilmore Girls and reading my book. Sounds like a great evening. Right, I'll see you later. Hello. Oh, I feel like I sound really weird. I'm very conscious of myself in here. I'm in the business class lounge. And I found a phone room. Come in here because I do want to try and call Jack as well. I don't want to disturb anyone outside, but I'm very aware that people can kind of see in. Like, obviously this is all like, what's it called, frosted. But yeah, it's a new experience, and so that means technically I'm vlogging in public, right? That's how this works. I don't think that's how this works, but that's how I'm thinking it's gonna work. Also there's like direct charges. I will say it's warm as heck in here. There is no airflow, which I don't really know what I expected, if I'm completely honest, because of course there's no airflow. I'm in a box. I'm in a metal box. But I'm at the airport. I have had so much food. It's been so good. I've had meatballs and rice and salad and soup and a mini donut and like 3 Coke Zeros, because they do them in these little tiny weeny little glass things. So I've kind of set up camp now in here. I think I've got about an hour until I start boarding, so I'll stay here until probably 3:20, because I don't think I'm too far from my gate. but I do have to walk back along the airport to get to my gate, because obviously my gate is not opposite where the lounge is, because that's just how it works for me. But yeah, I do I have really any reading updates? Not really. I am listening to Grim Solace. I've got 5 hours left, like 5 hours 5 minutes, so I'm gonna put that back on as I traverse the airport, and maybe I'll listen to it on the plane, but I don't know. And I really need to crack on with my Spiffbo finalist, but I've got the live show for this tomorrow, so also need to finish this. But I'm driving to meet my friend tomorrow, so worst case, that's like a 40-minute trip one way, so I can get some listening done there as well, on that trip as well. So there are times, but I really do hate the fact that I'm just down to the wiring it again. But in my defense, I did start reading this physically ages ago. I've just not been able to read physically for whatever reason, and I keep saying it, and I think I've said it multiple times even in this vlog. I just don't know what's wrong with me at the minute. I just can't concentrate. So I'm just padding along. I will get more of this listened to. Maybe I'll listen to it on the flight as well, I don't know, or maybe I'll read physically. My Spiffbo read, I can't really tell you a lot about, because we have to score it, and I don't really want to give anything away about it, because this is coming out well before any of the finalist scores are announced. I think. I'm not sure. Anyways, yeah, need to read that. Then I need to start on the other ones as well, funnily enough. But I'm looking forward to going home. I'm looking forward to being home. I don't really know if there's oh look, there's an extra light. Does that help? Not really. I just look very red. Yeah, I'm just looking forward to going home and being home. And I have tomorrow where, like I said, I'm meeting my friend, and then yeah, we've got I'm going to my friend's wedding, but nothing really starts until Saturday. So in theory, I should have plenty of time to just kind of bumble along and read. I want to take a physical book with me, not just my Kindle, because I want to see if it's just a Kindle thing that I'm kind of that I'm having an aversion to, or if it's just reading with my eyes in general, because I don't know. So I really want to read Tyranny of Faith, actually, and I'm just babbling to you because I haven't got anyone else to talk to. So don't take that the wrong way. Like, I'm grateful that I have you guys to talk to, but I just need to talk to someone because I'm kind of going insane. So yeah, I really want to read Tyranny of Faith, but there's a big old book. It's not, but it is. Like, for someone who's not really reading at the minute, it's a big old book. So I don't know whether I want to take Graveyard Shift or Odd Spirits with me by S.T. Gibson, because I have a very gorgeous edition of Odd Spirits, and I'm not really sure, only because I feel like if I take Tyranny with me, then it's one book and I can just plod along as I go. We're away for like 5 days, but I feel like it's also going to feel like a bit of a mountain at the minute. On the flip side, if I take Odd Spirits and or Graveyard Shift with me, I feel like I can read them quite quickly. They're both very short books. I think they're 150 pages max, maybe. I'm not even too sure, but they're very small books, and I could read it in a day. I probably won't, but I'm like, do I take 2 books on the off chance that I potentially finish one? Or do I just, I don't know. And this is just me babbling, so I don't really know what I'm going to do. But I'm definitely going to take my Kindle as well, funnily enough, because I have a Spiffbo book to read. But I don't know anymore. I don't know. Like I said, I'm just ready to go home. I look very red. I'm not this red, I promise. I think it's just, you know, me, I think it's just like this jumper reflecting off everything, including my face. So yeah, that's fun, really fun. I also can sit in here and play my Gilmore Girls out loud and not need to wear headphones, so I think I'm going to do that. I've got my stand somewhere. Hang on, bear with. Oops. This thing is like one of the best things I've ever bought, and it looks odd, but it is don't know if I've ever showed you this. It's, oh god, that's loud. An airport thing, like you can clip it onto tables and airplane like tables, and then it can hold your phone and it'll fit. But I usually use it this way up, so then my phone stays upright and I can watch movies and stuff without having to faff. So I think I'm going to do that and then try and read. Maybe try and do some multitasking, you know, as I'm trying to charge my AirPods. Because I need to charge my AirPods because the case is dying. And I don't want to get on the plane and then my AirPods die. And that does not sound like fun to me right now. So, there you go. There is the long and short of what I'm doing. There is some babbling, so I might have padded this vlog out even more. And yeah, I'm now going to pack you up and put you back in my bag so that I don't have so much stuff to pack up, because currently there's like already a lot of stuff. I don't know how I've exploded my bag so much, but I've made a mess. So yeah, all good. Checking in. Can't wait to be home. I'm glad I'm going to be home at a decent time, and I'm glad that I can be eating tea in my own house tonight, because I have full control over like what I'm going to eat and all that fun stuff. So that's what I'm going to go do. Yeah, I'll talk to you when I get home. Bye. I'm home. I'm still looking very red because I'm sat under our lights beside our very orange walls, and we're gonna block the mess there, and you can see me in the reflection as well. But I am home. My flight was delayed by an hour. An hour! I know it's not the worst it could have been. It could have been a lot worse. But I was so excited about this flight because I was meant to get on it for 4:20 and land back in the UK at like 4:45. But no, we didn't take off until almost 6:45, I think it was. Or was it closer to, I don't know. Either way, I was delayed an hour by the boarding, so we were meant to, yeah, because we went to board at 4:20. Didn't board until 4:25. My dishwasher is on, if you can hear that in the background. And then one of Jack's friends was working near the airport, so I did text him and I was like, are you finished work, or are you still here, or have you gone home? And he called me and he said, do you want a lift? I was like, yes please. So he brought me home, which was very nice because Jack is on a night shift, and I have emptied the bins, and I have like emptied the dishwasher, reloaded the dishwasher. So now there is some semblance of normality in my kitchen. However, there's clean clothes everywhere that I need to sort out. But I have book mail, so I'm going to open this with you. I feel like that's going to be really loud, but I'm sorry. So yeah, this is my final pre-order of the year, and it is a book I've already read. Because I enjoyed it, I wanted a physical copy of it. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, it's floppy. So this is The Silver Blood Promise by James Logan. I have already read this. I gave it 4 stars. I actually really enjoyed it. I listened to the audiobook, and I also have it on ebook, and now I own it physically. So the plan is that once the next book comes out, I might reread it, and yeah, reread it as the books come out, because that is sometimes what I do. But I think I'll really enjoy this physically as well. I really enjoyed it audibly, and if you get a chance to read the audiobook, I would highly recommend it. Also, I love this cover, which is not going to show up completely well because the lighting in here is a bit rubbish, and this is orange, same as my walls. But you'll never guess what I actually managed to pick up, because I was trying to read on my flight, and I flew business class, right? So I never fly business class. I am not that bougie. But I managed to fly business class, and I didn't realise that when you're on flights, even if it's only like an hour and 40 minutes, which is what it is from Frankfurt back to Birmingham, that you get like almost like a full meal. Like I had chicken and vegetables and salad. It wasn't very big. And like a little pudding, and then they came around and they gave me chocolate, and there was like a refreshing towel, and there was like drinks that were free. It's so worth it. I will honestly say business class is so worth it to some capacity, because I went to the lounge, I got a private cubicle, I ate a 3-course lunch. I have come home and eaten chicken Kiev chips and vegetables because I was like, it wasn't really a lot of food. It was still food, but it wasn't a lot of food. And I ate the meatballs and stuff hours ago for lunch, essentially. But yeah, I was just like, wow, this is really cool. But guess what I was reading? Because nothing is sticking. Do you know what I've been reading on my Kindle? Sarah J Maas. I am doing the tandem read for, is it Empire of Storms and Tower of Dawn? There is a plan, like you read, but I have got a copy that someone has basically put together of all of the chapters alternating in the way they should alternate, and I'm loving it, and I want to carry on reading that. I don't want to read anything else. I'm just loving that, so that's what I'm gonna go do. I'm gonna go and sit and, or maybe just get into bed. I mean, it's 8 o'clock. I could go and get into bed and I can, yeah, I think I'm gonna go potentially get into bed and read my book because I'm really enjoying it. And I think that noise is probably being picked up relatively loudly on my camera, and I can't be bothered to do a wash or anything like that. I don't want to sort out my washing. I just kind of want to go to bed. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave this here and I'll come back and talk to you tomorrow and finish the vlog tomorrow, I think, so I can edit and upload it. But yeah, I'm home. Happy days. I've read some stuff. I really need to get a thumbnail for this vlog because I currently don't have anything. But yeah, I will talk to you tomorrow. I still have 3 hours left of Grim Solace, so I need to finish that tomorrow on my drive to and from the shopping centre, which I'm sure I will do. I'll speak to you later. Bye. Hello everyone. It's actually Thursday. I think the last time I spoke to you was last week when I said, oh, I'm going to finish this vlog and edit it so I can get it up for Monday, but my friend's wedding was on Monday and I had planned to edit this vlog on the Thursday, I think, and if you can hear a lot of noise, it's because my washing machine is on. But I planned to film this on Thursday before we left. However, we had an appointment at 10:30, so it took a while to get out of the house, and then when we came back, Jack was busy on a work call before I even left, and then we had to drive down to Southampton for said wedding. So I don't really know what I've told you. I don't really know where I finished this. I don't really know what I've done. But what I do know is that I have indeed been reading. I have not finished anything recent. I have finished something, but not since I probably last spoke to you. The last thing I finished was Grim Solace, which I must have spoken to you about because I did the live show for it, and I think that was in this vlog. And I have been reading an array of things. I've been reading the tandem read of Tower of Dawn and Empire of Storms by Sarah J Maas. I have been listening to January's by Olivia Blake, and I've also been listening to The 7 Deaths of Evelyn Hugo, or no, Evelyn Hardcastle. I always get those 2 books muddled. And I am yet to finish anything, but I just thought I'd pop on and say hi and that I am still alive, so I can actually, you know, carry on filming this vlog and then put it up for you eventually, I guess. I'm not too sure, but yeah, I haven't finished anything. I will probably sit down and do a proper like talk through of things and how I'm finding them tomorrow, because I'm working from home tomorrow, and then this weekend I don't have any plans. I've got some stuff, some admin-y stuff that I have to get done, but yeah, it's been a very busy weekend last weekend, a lot busier than I intended, and I took a physical book with me and my Kindle, and I don't think I read anything the whole time I was away because I just did not have the time or the brain power, if I'm completely honest. And I've been really hitting it hard in a slump, which is sad because all I want to do is read, but all I can't do is read. So that's fun. But yeah, I will come back and talk to you tomorrow. I think I just wanted to do a quick like, hi, hello, I'm still here, and then carry this on tomorrow with some more actual well thought out things. In a minute you'll see a better put together version of me, I hope. Just not this one. It is December and I'm finishing this vlog. And then I will be starting a new one and hopefully I will be back onto my regularly scheduled content. So, in this vlog you saw me go to Frankfurt, be very sick, well, recovering from being sick, read a few books, pretty much the entirety of November, and me experience the business lounge and then kind of come back. So November really ran away with me. I was hoping to do so much more. I was hoping to finish this vlog out earlier and then have another one, but it didn't happen. I really need to look at how I manage my time next year going forward, because I think every year is just going to get a little bit busier, if I'm honest, work-wise. So trying to get this to fit is the main priority, really, because I've missed doing this. I've missed sitting down with my camera and talking to you guys about books, and most of all I've missed the ability to actually sit and read. I feel like I have completely pushed aside all of my reading, especially the last 6 months of this year, which is crazy to me because I love reading so much. Funnily enough, I'm surrounded by it, but I need to look at that. I have just filmed a mega TBR which will be up later this week, so make sure you come back to watch that. I have got plans for content. I will not be doing my 12-in countdown to Christmas thing that I usually do, but I am doing Vlogmas. So Vlogmas will have started. The first one will have gone live today. As you're watching this, it'll already be live on YouTube, and then I think I will be uploading it to Instagram around the same time as this vlog, so I can kind of hit as many people as possible. I'm toying with the idea of also uploading to TikTok and seeing if I can, I don't know, make another platform, but we'll completely see what happens with that, if I'm completely honest, because I'm just not sure if I want to even broach that platform. It terrifies me a little bit. Or whether I'm gonna look at pre-filming some stuff to put onto TikTok, more like reviews and stuff, or if I'm just gonna leave that platform the heck alone. If you've done TikTok, can you let me know how you found it? Because it doesn't necessarily strike me as the big happy place, gotta be honest. Some of the content is, and I've stumbled across some lovely people on there that I now follow. But yeah, some of the weird rabbit holes I've gone down are not particularly pleasant. But anyways, that's not what we're here to talk about. I am finishing this vlog now because I need to. So, if you are interested in my December shenanigans, like I've already said, there will be a Vlogmas every single day until Christmas, because I'm a day behind. Actually, I don't know if I've already said it, but I'm saying it again. There'll be a Vlogmas short on YouTube and on Instagram every single day up until Christmas. Please like, share the love, all that fun stuff really supports me. I have got some other content that I want to do. I'm not doing my countdown to Christmas because I just don't have enough interesting ideas, I don't think, for 12 days, and I don't want to put out half-assed content because it's not good. I don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy putting it out. You guys probably don't want to watch it. There's none of that. I do want to do the end of year tag. I do want to, because I've done that for the past couple of years. I do want to do series that I finished so I can talk you through them and whether they're worth reading. There's literally 3 currently. There's 3 series that I've finished, so that won't be a very long video. My goal was 6, so we're gonna leave that a couple of weeks and see if I can film that later in the month. And then there's some other things that I want to film as well, just like end of year content. I haven't done a best books, worst books, haven't scheduled any of that in. I don't really feel like I've read enough variety to give you that content. I could do a best books. I think I am doing some form of best indie book, but in general I don't really think that's what I'm doing, because I just don't feel like I've got enough. I am thinking about doing 12 in 12 rather than 25 books to read in 2025. I do want to pick 25 books, but I did that for this year. I have done 24 books to read in 2024. I didn't film it, I just kept it private, and I've really enjoyed doing that because I feel like it's a lot less stressful, because I don't feel like I'm going to go back and watch a video on how I failed. I've already failed, really. I know I have. I can see it in my journal. However, it's just for me to see and not for you guys to see, which is good. And like I said, I just need to get back into the flow of things, and then I think maybe I can come back and do that content next year. I am going to be doing a full physical TBR at some point next year, so be sure to come and watch that, because that's going to be a long video. I'm a little bit scared to see how many books I actually do have on my shelves, because they have become out of control, literally, like so much. We are double stacked in so many places. You can see here, this is double stacked, and so is the shelf below, and so is some stuff here and up here and up here. It's crazy. It's really, I want to do a big overhaul at some point, maybe over Christmas, in that like weird limbo period between Christmas and New Year. I want to do an overhaul. I want to take out books that I know I'm not going to read, and I want to see if I can sell any of them. Probably not, probably the worst time to try and sell them, because New Year, no one's got any money, but I need them out of here. But yeah, that is everything for this vlog. I'm sorry for the weird random chatter at the end. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did enjoy this vlog, please give it a like, which supports me on my channel. Leave me a comment down below of how your November went. I'm really interested to know. If you just want to leave me an emoji, leave me any plain emojis, because that's mainly what I spoke about in this vlog. And if you want to see more of me, please consider subscribing down below and ring that notification bell to get notified every single time I upload new videos. Like I said, I have got a plan. I am coming back. December is the month I'm getting my stuff together, so we're just going to make that happen, because what's the point in waiting for January? Might as well make it this month. This is my new year, new me month. That's how so I can have a nice setup for January. That is my plan. But otherwise, that is everything for today's video. I hope you're having an amazing day, and I'll see you soon in the next one. Bye!